There's a great Mary saying. I used to know what it was in Mary, but I forget it. It's
150 meters.
Yeah, it's not the place of the creamery to speak of its own sweetness. I've been in this business down here for 23 years in Otago, and when I first arrived there was 40 acres of grapes. Now there's almost 5,000. It's a long time to be here, and you get a lot of trophies and gold medals for the wine, especially Pinot Noirs, and Crown Range Cellars was the most recent of that, the trophy in London. And sort of people say, why, what's the secret? And for me, really, the longer I stay down here, it's not about us winemakers, it's this place. You take care of your vineyard, and it gives you grapes that make wines like that. So the wines, people sort of kind of think of them as a reflection of the winemaker. We're just a custodian. It's this place that's capable of doing that. Yeah, the environment in this part of the world, I think, is what makes the wines clean. It's dry. We have 4 very distinct seasons, which is quite different from most in New Zealand. And the grapes go dormant in the wintertime, good rest, no bugs over winter, so we don't have to spray a lot of things. Crown Range Signature Series is a wine from my own vineyard in Gibbston, and it's a selection that we make for a friend of mine, Jing Song, and it's just a selection of grapes and wine that make a special bottling for her. We're in Gibbston Valley, and Gibbston's probably the coolest sub-region in central Otago climatically, and I kind of like to say metaphorically as well. Just that much cooler, we can hang our grapes out a little bit longer. We don't get big powerful wines because we don't have quite the sunshine, but they're wines with length of flavour and elegance and really pretty perfumed aromatics. They're quite distinct. It's not hard to put your nose in a glass of Pinot Noir from Gibbston and say, this is from Gibbston. They really have a great sense of place. Last week, we pretty much finished harvest in Gibbston, and it's sort of the culmination of, feels like a lifetime's worth of work. It goes back to when you plant the vineyard and how you set it up. For me, that's probably the most important winemaking we do, is the work in the vineyard in that month before harvest. It very much determines our quality. So we spend a lot of time taking leaves off to let light in, removing green berries and green bunches, so that what's left on the vine is only the very best. Yeah, we pick everything down here by hand, so the more handwork you do, the better the product seems to be. I think for me, a big part of the fun of harvest, different people that come together. We've had movie actors come and pick, mayors of towns in Otago, got some guys that fly over in a plane from Hong Kong each year, and we'll throw those people into the mix with people who are almost on probation and not quite out of jail, but everybody's equal and they know it. It's a great time. Sometimes people just ask, you've been making wine for 36 years, isn't it time to find another skill or to do something else? But there's always another challenge, and you fine-tune your winemaking. It's just like playing in a big sandpit. So there's always things to learn. It can never stop. And the vines, they do their part by getting older, and older vines give you, their roots are deeper, they give you better grapes every year as well. So they're doing your part. If you plant a vineyard, you can't just walk away from it. It's there for you every year, you better be there for it. To see people enjoy the product we make, it gives us a great deal of pleasure. And when you see your bottle of wine, rather, on their table and they're laughing and having fun, yeah, that's the purpose. We've achieved what we wanted to achieve. I love being in the winery. It's almost like watching something being born, watching something grow. It's developing each day. Those wines are taking on slightly different character, they're picking up more colour. Each of those tanks, you get to know each tank. You may even give it a name. Watch them develop and you taste them, decide when it's time to actually put them in the press, get them, separate the juice from the skins, put them in barrel. You can't make huge volumes of great wine because attention to detail and one person's vision watching that wine, you can only do so much. Once you start delegating, you kind of lose the plot a little bit. Crown Range Cellars, we only made 100 dozen of that wine. We were brought up as kids to save. Most of what we earned was saved and put in the bank. And I think that's kind of a good background for a winemaker. You feel like you're putting something aside for the future. We never really know what the future brings. You have plans and they change. But at the moment, as far as Crown Range Cellars go, our plan is just to keep making a small amount of the very best wine possible. 36 years seems like a long time to be doing the same thing. I'd like to think I had another 36 years of doing exactly what I've done for the last 36. Simple as that.